Hello my friends, it's Koru. Welcome back to 50 Days of Pilgrim. We are in the Black Rock prison. Fun times, exciting times ahead. And oh, what am I doing? I think I have got my decorative item, right? Prison sign. I was going to say, I haven't noted it down. I think we're heading on now, aren't we? To Keeper's Pass. I don't have a note. Yeah, we're doing the fishing when we can. There was, pointed out to me by the lovely John, my final piece of my outfit in this cupboard. It actually makes me overburdened, which I can't do. I'm going to have to repair it real quick, but I'm going to stand here on the spot and not move while I'm overburdened because I'm not going to break the rules. And we're going to drop a torch or something, but let's repair it. Yay! We have our outfit. Thank you so much for pointing that out, John. I must have just completely glossed over it in my brain when I was last recording. Of course, the weather's now gone to crap. Oh my gosh, all of my clothing actually needs some TLC, so we could use this time to do that. And drop something very small so that we can move on. Or we could even eat and drink. And I believe for this series, I was doing a conditional HUD because... Textual HUD, rather. Because why do we need to worry? In Pilgrim. So, it's so tidy. As long as... Oh, I was going to say, as long as I keep an eye on not being overburdened. But yeah, I don't think there was anything else we wanted to achieve in Blackrock, did we? We've obviously gone through and seen the vest. We have gone everywhere in the prison otherwise, haven't we? We've got our little prison sign. We haven't gone through the steam tunnels. Oh, we were... Were we going to go to the mine? I wish I remembered. If we were going to bother going to the mine or not. I don't really need noisemakers. I don't... I was going to look for an item in there, I think was the reason I was going to the mine. And I actually really like my little... Inventory, Koru, inventory. I like my little no inmates allowed sign, so that's my item. So yeah, I think we're going to do Keeper's Pass north and south. And I have to remember how I'm going to get there, because I usually exit Blackrock when I'm running out of here via the exit to Timberwolf. But I do remember the Keeper's Pass north and south. Sorry, bro. Is by, I can't word good today. I tell ya, I've been working really hard today. It's been a really busy work day. And I finally, oh, that's what I wanted to do. That's why. Because I never go in here. I was going to go to the mine and get the code so that I could come and open this workshop because I never go in here. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so let's still try and make that happen, shall we? So, let's remember our way to the mine. I'm just gonna literally follow the signs the environment give me to get to the mine because I never remember exactly which way I should be going. But I know there are signs. We weren't born in a barn, so we're gonna do that. And, we're gonna check we're good. And we're gonna go. Where did I get the dream catcher from? Was that a particular spot? Did I just take it for funsies? I haven't noted it. Okay, I might have just taken it for funsies. Wait. Just do it a stretch. Just do it a stretch. I find recording without camera at the moment keeps me really consistent with recording on my work days. Because at the end of my work day, I start quite early if I'm working from home. And I work through eating and I don't really take breaks or anything. So I kind of just wrap up a little bit of my work day while still keeping my laptop available if things, you know, hit the fan. By doing a bit of recording. And it's a nice way of trying to switch my brain off and trying to relax before I go pick up my kids But sometimes it means that my brain is a bit fried, and it also means that I'm not always the most presentable on my days that I work from home. And instead of being like, oh, I feel self-conscious and, you know, I look really schlubby today or whatever, you know, because I am, you know, you get a little self-conscious sometimes. I have just told myself, you know what, I'm just going to commit to recording no matter what and just taking the camera off if I don't feel that I need the camera on. Also means I don't have to get the room dark, I don't have to get the lights going. Like there's a lot of little things that I would normally do to make the room look optimum for all that jazz, and it just takes that pressure off. So if you're ever wondering why there's episodes with no camera, it's not just about my vanity, it's about all the other steps that I need to follow. And I can just literally turn away from my work computer, hit record, and be ready to go without worrying about whether or not I have everything lined up. It just takes all of that. It takes that what do I want to say? It takes the hurdle out the way. You know, it just clears the way for me to go, yep, I can do this right now. I can relax and have fun and do this for you guys and do this for me too. Because, you know, not just doing this for the internet. So I'm doing this because I really love this game and it's fun. So it just takes all those barriers away so that I'm good to go. HOTTOGO. So yeah. But yeah, I'm about to take, obviously, those 2 weeks to look after my mum. So she has had her knee surgery. Everything went really well. Thank you to those of you who reached out to ask. It's gone really well. She is still in hospital until tomorrow. My sister's with her tomorrow night, and then I'm with her during the day on Friday and overnight Friday, which means I can't record as normal at the end of my workday on Friday. But I'm just sort of fitting it into my evenings to do some more recording too, so you guys still get 2 episodes a week. And then we're back at Cooks, yay! I'll be with her kind of on and off for 2 weeks, and yeah. It does affect my schedule for everything. My coordinator who works for me, because I manage 2 people at my job, and one of them is going to be on leave for a few weeks. Well, not actually. No, she's only on leave for a week and a bit. So a week and a day. So I am it for my little team, because the second person that works for me doesn't cover a lot of the duties that the others do. So I am it. And I am happy to be it, but it's just, it's obviously twice the work. There's another person based in Auckland that I don't manage. She works alongside me, but she does completely different stuff as well. And she also supports our CEO with a lot of her tasks. And I can't really turn around and say, hey, can you do this for me? I have to just muck in, you know. The weather is changing. The deer are running. Now, I think this goes in a loop around to the left, and I think if you go through here, you bypass that loop. I think. So let's do that. The trailer's over there. I've got my bearings. So, good times. But yeah, I have to have a meeting. Oh, I might have to go to that trailer, actually. I mean, I don't think I'm going to die, but I don't really want to huddle around outside. Yeah, we might have to have a little nap. I've been sprinting her like crazy, and also it's heading full blizzard, so... It means we can also check out the bunker in Blackrock. Have I been noting the bunkers or just visiting them? Have I been visiting the bunkers? I know I have done a few because that's where I've got items from, but I know on other runs I've been trying to get to the bunkers. Always helpful when you see a fence line when you're in a blizzard. You're like, oh, there's something. There's something close to the fence line. I'm saved. And obviously the pointy trees. If you don't know about pointy trees, trees that are kind of falling over and pointing to look like they're pointing towards something is usually because they are. They're kind of the game saying, hey, you want to go that way for safety or whatever. Alrighty, still going by the sounds of it. I find that sleeping or passing time is actually just a really good trigger for forcing the game to be like, oh yeah, we don't want to keep going with this blizzard anymore. Apparently we might be here for the night. Any more repairing that I could do while I'm waiting? I've got any leather in here? Any boots or gloves or... Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, game. Nice. Oh, we need 2. Oh, we need cloth and leather. Okay. Dang it, now I've got hot to go in my head. That made me overburdened? No. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. No. I'll take the toque and I'll rip down this old bedroll. Because they give you a whole bunch of cloth. They're very handy. Now I'm overburdened, but we're not leaving here, so it's all good. We can stay overburdened for a few minutes. Big yawn. Sounds like it stopped and it's going to be dusk now, so we can probably, it's probably still light enough out there to travel. It's dark in here, but where are you, door? There. It's probably okay to travel in for a little tiny bit. Yeah. Now, I could go back to that shortcut, but let's just go on the road. Sorry, bro. So yeah, we'll keep following our little mines. Oh, look at that little, like... See, that looks like where they would have thrown in a cougar den, you know? They have all these funny little caves in the game that don't look like they really mean anything. But you know where they originally instituted the cougar and they were like, you can go to the cougar den and throw in a noisemaker and then the cougar won't bother you for a while. And I think they genuinely were intending for some of these nooks and crevices to be like a bear cave, like a cougar den. And then when they reworked the cougar altogether as something that you can actively see in the game, because the original idea was, I'm sorry, a silly one, they added in all these... They didn't use all of these things that I think they were probably intending to use as cougar dens. Hi, bricklayers. I always forget bricklayers is on the way to the mine. It just doesn't feel like it should be. In my mind, bricklayers... Like, I kind of picture the map in my brain, and things sometimes in this game aren't exactly where I expect them to be. I'm going to be very tired shortly and unable to sprint. I probably shouldn't be making her sprint so hard, but hey. I think we might get an aurora, but I think it actually might just become nighttime. But nighttime in the game, since they introduced the visual updates, is way easier. Way friendlier to navigate, for sure. I'm a fan. It's always a longer journey than you expect it to be too. Well, she is particularly slow though, to be fair. Have we got a coffee or... I think we've got coffee we haven't made, right? Yeah, I've got plenty of coffee. Oh no, we've got coffees we've made. Silly me. Just drink those so that we can move a little bit. Be a little bit snappier would be good. And let's eat some heavy fish. Should be eating by weight. If you're new to this series, I'm not allowed to get overburdened, but that is for my total weight. So I have to stay under 45. When I get tired, it's not that I suddenly have to start dropping things, because I would never get anywhere because she's always tired the way I treat her, especially when I'm traveling maps like this. But yeah, I cannot remember more than one time that I have been into the Blackrock bullet making spot workshop milling machine place. So I thought, you know what, this is probably the best time of any to make that happen. You always know you're getting close to the mine when you get to all of these funny looking trees. There's also a bear up around here, if I recall correctly. I only come here like once in a blue moon. I usually am coming here to go to the bunker rather than to go to the mine. My dog is in a mood. She's flopping around on the floor and scratching herself and being a silly goose. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Very nice and clear so far. Also think adjusting your game brightness is very important for the long dark. I know it's called the long dark, but you don't need to suffer so badly that you can't see a single thing. So I do recommend going above the recommended brightness, especially if you're making content. I used to suffer through because I felt that that was like what the game expected me to do, but go by the recommended brightness. But then I was like, well, people are watching me and they don't deserve to like be fumbling around and not able to see what the heck I'm doing. So I quickly changed tactic and decided to brighten it up for me and for you guys. There's nothing more boring than trying to watch someone make content and you have no idea where they are or what's going on. And they're frustrated too, you know, they're making a video for you, but they have no idea where they are, what's going on either. Now, the mine is actually not as straightforward as you think it is. In story mode, if you've played story mode, the mine is very straightforward. You run to the end of this road and you run over the bridge. In survival mode, they're like, that bridge doesn't exist, silly. So you have to go down a rope, cross a river, up a rope. Which I can't do right now, obviously, because I'm so tired. And also it's really dark anyway. There's probably not much point. So what we're going to do is go to the bunker, which is very close to where that bridge is that has collapsed. I'll show you where it is. But firstly, I'll show you. There's Timby's right up by the entrance to the mine. That is so mean. And to land, come on, guys. It's just silly. So the bunker's just up there. I'm just gonna show you this though. So the bridge is gone in survival mode. All right, so this is the swinging bridge, and yeah, it's broken. So they've just added the word broken in brackets to Mule Bridge. In survival mode, it just comes up Mule Bridge. But yeah, if you just go up here, and I think they did this deliberately so that you'd get here and go, oh crap, the bridge is out. But then if you looked around and started to travel over hill instead of back down the road, you would just find the bunker. But if you don't know to look for it, they've hidden it with frickin' thickets. It's here. And annoyingly, I have found it to be stocked quite frequently. Oh, it's abandoned today. Good. I found it to be stocked quite frequently. And like, who wants to come here just to find the stocked bunker? I'll check if there's anything in here in the morning. Her stats are all great, so let's just throw in. I know we're not going to get 12. We'll probably get 10, but I'll just throw the maximum sleep in there. And we can have a quick look. In here, we can also use that fuel. I love I've got the woodworking tools with me. I think I decided that I did want to make something when we got to our final destination, and that's why I'm carrying them around. Oh, no, they're my item from Ash Canyon, aren't they? Are they my Ash Canyon item? I think they might be. Yeah, okay, they're my item, that's why. So we're a little thirsty, a little hungry, half thirsty, so let's drink. And then let's navigate our way. We'll try not to do any sprinting, so we're good for climbing. We'll navigate our way to the mine. And as far as I recall, there is, they have not made it easy for you to get the code. I actually think it's in that locked room when you kind of arrive to the mine quite early, but I don't... In story mode, it's a locked room, and I think you have to go through to get access to it somehow. I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to figure it out together. We're trying to remember together. I actually don't remember where I go either. I'm going to try here first. This might just be a cave. I just know what it is when I see it, what it looks like to do the climb and stuff. This might be the right path, actually. But yeah, no sprinting allowed. We're going to have all... We've got the crampons, which will make getting down very easy and getting up easier than it should be. But I might still not be able to do both climbs. I think they're very big climbs. Yes, this is it. So they've made it very close to the actual mine itself, the little path. It's good to remember. And then I guess I can go back out to the main bit walking that way. Okay, when we come back. There is usually a wolf down on this river too. Fool's Corner. Well, I'm a fool for doing any of this nonsense. Oh, you see, there's the broken bridge. Yeah, we're going to go down. Very long climbs. Alright, and then it's a... I'm stuck. It's another little climb down here, isn't it? Or is it just a walk down? I don't remember. Might just be a little hop down. Is it? Or have I done this wrong? Is there another rope on the other side? Oh my gosh. I don't remember what I'm doing. Is it round here instead? No. No. What did I do? Oh, it's the tree. Oh my gosh, I'm such a silly goose. I literally walked past that tree and just went, like, didn't even look at it. Didn't even think about it being the thing. That makes sense now that I remember. Am I doing this right? Yeah, it has to be this way. The visibility is not helping. You do a little hoppy hop. This is not a guide, by the way. I know I'm kind of talking like it's a guide, but I know that I am not the authority on this. We're about to get another blizzard. So there should be a cave, a wolf, and then the climb. We've got loads of energy. Stupid frickin' blizzards. I think the climb is on the right. Caves there, you can kind of see just the entrance. Here it is. Thank you, Contextual HUD. That's really helpful that I'm getting cold and tired. That's awesome. It's a really nice thing to use, the Contextual HUD. I think it's great they've added that feature. Because if you're on a difficulty, quite often when I'm on Voyager, I use it now. If you're on a difficulty where you're not, your meters are not depleting like crazy, it's just nice to have the knowledge when something is going wrong. I like that they put this in so that you can do a little fire. There's a little bit of windbreak and if you need to rather than immediately climbing again. We should be good to go. Alrighty. Okay, am I good? I've only got a quarter. It's not a big rope though. Got more coffee. I'm not a very good judge of how much energy I need for ropes these days because I used to be really anal about it and then I realized I really don't need to be. So I'm trying to be a bit riskier with it, but you know, the last thing you want is to like fail, especially in front of people watching. You know, people who sometimes, you know, I get lovely comments and emails from people who are a little less experienced at the game and you know, say, oh, it's great, you showed me how to do this, or I'd never gone that way before, or that was really helpful information, and I kind of feel an obligation sometimes to be like, I do know what I'm doing. But sometimes I'm just guessing that I'm going to be fine, you know, like this time. Good job, Astrid. I'm proud of you. I could not do that myself in real life. I don't, like, I think I actually have pretty good upper body strength from carrying around children all the time, but my daughter's big now. She doesn't want to be carried. So my arms are probably starting to atrophy. I have dumbbells and a kettlebell and I keep meaning to like get back into more of a routine with doing them. And it's just been such a busy time in my personal life that I just haven't had a chance to get back into a good fitness routine. But summer is coming. Easier to be more active in the summer. Yeah, there's that cave there. There's usually a dead guy outside with some stuff too, but apparently not today. I don't believe in the concept of a summer bod or, you know, any of that nonsense. I don't get fit just for summer, but obviously in winter you wear a lot schlubbier clothing and stay inside more. So summer is a great time to get outside and be more active. I was in a habit of doing walking after work, but then it's like, do I even have time for that at the moment? So I'm trying to like make myself work out at home in my office where I have equipment and I have, you know, I can make time, you know. Yeah, nearly there, Astrid, okay. It's a much longer journey to the mine than I remembered. But not frozen yet, which is great. I would have stopped and made like 3 fires by now if this was Lopa. Someone made a comment on a recent reel that I move my mouse awkwardly. I mean, I guess I do. No one's ever taught me how to move it for other people to watch, and I've just winged it. But hey, plenty of you seem to enjoy being here, so if the mouse movements bother you, you know, you can tell me if it's really bad. But I don't think I'm any worse than anybody else playing the game online, to be honest. We made it! And I can't remember the last time I was here. What are you doing, Mazio's making noise behind me? Alright, we'll do a tiny bit of mine time and then I better log off for the day. Get my kids. I'm pretty sure what I want is in here. Is it not? I don't remember. Tools. Soda. This is where you used to get the noisemakers. Well, in story mode too. So then now I've probably got the ability to make them. Which I don't think you have until you find them. Or is it like a... What is it under? Is it improvised noisemaker? I am being a doofus. They're just called noisemakers, right? So I thought... Or do you have to find the physical blueprint as well? Not just find one of them. I thought you had to... Well, in the story mode, as long as you find one, you've got the ability to make them. But I guess in... Oh no, there. I had to actually physically pick it up. Okay. I don't really feel the need to scare or torment anything with a noisemaker, so we'll leave that behind. But yeah, the code must be past the gas, etc. Okay. Now I don't remember where anything is in this game, in this mine. That's obviously the other way out that you can take. And then this is the way you go. So let's go down here a little bit and then I'll grab a quick sleep and save. And I'll try and remember where the heck I'm supposed to go. Obviously, sprinting is crucial in this mine, unless you have the gas mask, which you can only get in the far territories. So, which I did not collect. I have not been to collect. I think this might be where the gas starts too. Pretty soon, close to the elevator. So I think we're probably going to have a big sleep so that we can sprint through the sections of mine that we need to go through to get what we need. And yes, I'm sorry, Astrid, your feet are now cold and wet. I don't remember which way I want to go first. Let's go this way first. I have seen many a very good run die in this mine because people couldn't sprint out of the gas fast enough. Now this I remember. There's stuff down here. There's the crank that we need. Now, it weighs 1 kilo, so I need to make sure that I'm underweight enough. I don't have a pry bar. Huh. Oh, I came all this way without a pry bar. I need to make sure I'm underweight enough, which I am currently, to carry the crank around. And yeah, we'll have to remember next time where on earth we go, but I think this is a great place to get a sleep and a save. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe so more people can find my content. The channel is growing and it's very exciting. And I'll see you in a few days with some more content on Great Bear. Reminder, as per my recent channel post, that videos are going out twice a week. And then obviously Stranded Deep Sundays on Sunday with Done. Alright, my friends. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Bye!